often what we see is that a division opponent who you play 2 times a year becomes a marquee rival. Which team was that for you?
There was already a very long and storied history between the two franchises. And then things escalated, simply because of modern technology. The first thing that came up during media availability that week was the back and forth on social media. It seemed as if I had entered into the league's most talked about rivalry overnight. I didn't want to make this a bigger deal than it already was. At the end of the day, the only thing that mattered was my team coming out with a win on Sunday.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Cook throwing on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, Charles, it's always contentious division rivalry. I'd say even a little spicier than we're used to. A well-documented war. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Cook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up. By Jair Alexander.
Cooks pass.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
First down.
So as this offense gets settled in, you know, a game like this, how important do you think it will be for both of these teams to maintain their composure?
I think that the good news is that this is a physical, emotional game. And look, if they can find a way to harness that intense energy, it could end up being beneficial for both teams. But what both of them have to realize, and especially this quarterback, the objective is still just to win the game. It's not to outshine the other guy or go at him with any more or less than his...
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And man... So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. To throw is Cook. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Cook off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now Cook to throw again. That's complete to Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Cook. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the Packers' 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Cook. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
That ties the game at 10.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Cook now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Cook throwing again on 2nd and 10. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Open man is Komet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Cook. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Tre'Davious White on the cover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The final shot before break. Cook. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To throw is Cook. On 1st and 10. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now
and they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Cook, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Cook. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Cook. Flushed out right. Completes it to Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Flush to his right. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears have broken the tie. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Cook. Robinson's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Chicago.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
That was pretty obvious. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Cook throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
To throw again. Cook. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Packer. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Now Cook on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Ball carrier.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return is... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Complete.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. A screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Cook. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
A gain of 15.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Chicago.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the... Both Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guy. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, headed in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in.
I thought things were behind us after the win in our first meeting. But when I found out this dude was running his mouth again, calling our win a fluke, I just couldn't believe it. Even though I thought it was foolish for him to be running his mouth again, I knew how respected he was in that locker room. So if he was feeling that bold, it meant his teammates were going to be ready to play on Sunday.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Fielded right around the 8. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
36-yard line.
Well, folks, once again, the fireworks have begun to go off before the teams even entered the stadium for this one. We had some overactive fingers on social media, if you will, and that continued to make this one of the most public and personal feuds in the NFL.
And remember back in the day, If you got your comeuppance from starting something like this, if you talk trash and got beat previously, you didn't talk trash before the next game, but that's not the way of the world in the NFL nowadays. These guys continue to go after each other whether they win or lose. And the social media taunting, that continued this week, and lucky for us, we get a chance to see it play out on the field over the next 4 quarters.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Cook now on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Well, this offense had some success moving the ball against this defense in their first meeting of the season. Do you see any reason why they wouldn't this week as well?
Well, from viewing their defense and watching how they played, I don't see any reason why that couldn't continue this week. We know this is a very talented defense. They're capable of slowing down the best offenses in the league. But I do think that the key to success, once again, is sticking with the game plan, doing what they do best, and not letting the contentious build-up to the game interfere with what they want to do, because what you can do is get caught up in all the extra stuff and not play your game.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It is good. Makes the score Bears 3, Packers nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Anthony Miller.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to them. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
By the Packers. They'll take
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. First and goal in the red zone. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's first and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Looking to throw. Cook looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. On second down, Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands.
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Potential trouble looming for this defense. They'll need to stiffen here as they face a first and goal on their 7-yard line. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will knock things up here late in the... So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. On first down, Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yards.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham. Touchdown and an extra point would tie this game late. What can this defense do now that their opponents are in the red zone? To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers on the slant, complete to Green. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. big drive now for this offense. They'll have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they search for a late score. Cook on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
To throw is Cook. To throw on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Here's Cook, throwing on 1st down. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. This defense looking to preserve the tie and try to keep this offense out of field goal range here late. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And the Packer 1st down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This a long one from 54. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. this is going to knot the season series up at 1 win apiece. And it's fair to say a little unsatisfying that we won't have a definitive winner in this rivalry this year.
I would agree with that. It is unsatisfying, and I know we're not supposed to be involved because we're just the announcers. But the bottom line is we want to see somebody come out victorious in this, especially the way they've gone at it. But we do have good news here. 2 times next season, we'll get to see these